Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Just keep slinging it. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and he's going forward, and he's loose. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Lost to fire on second down. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Using his legs, it's Gardner. He's in open space downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hill. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Got it! Into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Use the play fake, down a throw. Plucks it out of the air. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll try it over the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Lane. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Shotgun snap on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the head. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Graves. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Lane. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Meredith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Hill. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
At the 38. Third down coming up.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Lane. Working the middle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to...
There he goes! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. He got it, and that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they were going to stop the running game, it wasn't just running backs, but this guy also very dangerous when he takes off and goes.
And Jesse, you know what? Even if a defense knows that about the opposing quarterback, there's something demoralizing about giving up a QB run.
Well, and it's tough because this guy is so athletic. He makes a lot of defenses feel pretty bad about themselves.
To the air, it's Lane. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. All out of space. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He's looking to pass. Trying to set up the screen. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fakes the grab. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world the offense avoid that disaster? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Turning on the Jets. He's showing it all. The juice, the Jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Lane. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
3rd down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
punt is on its way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game. Sneaks it in. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lane. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He'll toss it. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They corral him out of Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick completion on the out.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Caught near the sticks. It's Powell. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Powell. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Sets him up on second down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.